In 1970, there was tremendous elation and enthusiasm in the entire country to celebrate the 25th centenary of Bhagwan Mahavir's attainment of Nirvana. Akhil Bharatiya Shwetambar Sthanakvasi Jain Conference decided to celebrate this function in a unique manner at a meeting held in Agra in the pious presence of Pujya Shri Prithvi Chandraji Maharaj, Pujya Gurudev Upadhyay Shri Amar Muniji Maharaj, Pujya Shri Rambha Kumarji Maharaj and Pujya Shri Sumati Kumarji Maharaj. It was resolved that to commemorate this auspicious event, a flame of ahimsa, love and compassion should be reignited in Bihar, the pious land of Bhagwan Mahavir. Pujya Gurudev named this initiative Veerayatan. The committee unanimously agreed to give the responsibility of execution of this Herculean task to Darshanacharya Pujya Sadhvi Shri Chandana Ji, now fondly known as Taima. Taima immediately left for Calcutta, where she conducted Chaturmas and motivated the community to support this upcoming project. Inspired by the vision of Taima, dedicated committee members worked tirelessly to purchase land in the historical city of Rajgir. On 17th June 1973, Taima reached Rajgir along with the Sadhvi Sangh. In no time, she realized that the local people were disadvantaged with no opportunities to come out of their immeasurable poverty, suffering, and illiteracy. Though the path was thorny, the ground uneven, the days ahead challenging, Taima never tired, remaining resolute and forging ahead at every stage. Taima soon comprehended that the most common diseases in the area were those affecting the eyes. Providing treatment for eye ailment, therefore, became her highest priority. Commencing with eye camps operating from tents, the success of this welfare work soon resulted in the construction of one of the best rural hospitals of Bihar, Netra Jyoti Seva Mandiram. The hospital has expert doctors and modern equipment and provides excellent healthcare, conducting 15,000 surgeries and almost 2 lakh outpatient treatments annually. To make healthcare accessible, outreach eye care clinics are organized with fully equipped mobile vans staffed by expert doctors traveling long distances to remote villages. Thousands of patients have been assessed and treated through these outreach clinics regularly. A renowned dental clinic is also run at the hospital. Taima realized that in Palitana, an important Jain pilgrimage site, access to good quality medical and surgical management of eye conditions was limited. With Veerayatan having an excellent track record in eye care, an ultra-modern eye hospital known as Shri Adinath Netralaya has been constructed to international standards. And is providing excellent care for the surrounding population, including the large community of Jain monks and nuns living in Palitana. Since its inception, Veerayatan is at the forefront of providing emergency support and relief care to those in desperation caused by natural disasters such as floods, earthquakes, tsunami, and more recently, the COVID-19 pandemic. Masses have been supported by Veerayatan in these devastating calamities. In the immediate aftermath of the devastating earthquake in Kutch, Over 10,000 children were provided with education in stopgap schools, giving much needed stability in their lives. 36 vocational training centers were set up to reskill and empower adults affected by the earthquake so as to provide them with the means for their livelihood. Taima with her sadhvis and a team of volunteers arrived in Nepal immediately after the earthquake in 2015 and initiated relief work for the earthquake-affected single-parent or orphaned children and established a rehabilitation center, including a vocational training center for the affected victims. Over the COVID-19 pandemic, thousands of affected people have been supported by Veerayatan. There was regular distribution of parcels containing essential food items and medical kits in Bihar and Kutch. About 10,000 hot pure vegetarian food meals were prepared and delivered to affected individuals and families in Ahmedabad. To save lives, oxygen plants were also established in hospitals in Kutch. Veerayatan has resolved to support children who have lost one or both their parents in COVID-19 pandemic by providing them with free education along with food and accommodation. In the past 50 years, many top-quality educational centers have been established in Bihar, Kutch, Palitana, Rajasthan, Nepal and many other places, consisting of primary and secondary schools, vocational training centers and higher education colleges for socially disadvantaged children and youth. Currently, more than 10,000 students are being educated in the various Veerayatan educational institutions. The outstanding school, Tirthankar Mahavir Vidya Mandir, established in the birthplace of Bhagwan Mahavir, Lachhuwad, is a source of inspiration to many, inculcating high moral values along with formal academic education, thereby resulting in a reduction in crime rates. In Pavapuri, with the inflow of pilgrims to this nirvana place of Bhagwan Mahavir, begging has become an easy option for children, resulting in a descent into the darkness of illiteracy and backwardness. Tirthankar Mahavir Vidya Mandir, an excellent and well-equipped school, has drawn hundreds of children off the streets and educates them for a productive life ahead. Taima, determined to break the cycle of discrimination which is rife for children from the lowest of the low castes, Mushar caste, established the Harikeshiya School in Pavapuri in 2017. This is a unique school which seeks to integrate these children with others studying in the mainstream school in Pavapuri. Following the terrible earthquake in 2001, Veerayatan has established many modern permanent centers of learning in Kutch. Spread over 175 acres, environmental consciousness is a feature that runs throughout all the campuses of Veerayatan Vidyapeeth, Kutch. Solar cookers for renewable energy, wastewater management systems and vast green plantations are some of the key elements that make these campuses eco-friendly. Using a professional approach along with inculcating moral and spiritual values, Veerayatan has created a revolution in the educational field in Kutch. Veerayatan has primary and secondary schools at Jakhania for rural children, where hundreds of children from single-parent backgrounds are being sponsored to be educated. A primary school in Rudrani village allowed children of nomadic families to gain access to formal education for the very first time in generations. Hostel facilities are provided to those who would otherwise have no access to education near home, thus giving opportunities to the disadvantaged to escape the poverty trap. In 2016, Veerayatan launched the Tirth Vikas project, Jahan Jinalay, Wahan Vidyalay. Where there is a temple, there should be a school. In pursuit of this project, schools have been established in Osian, Sanchor and Jaipur in Rajasthan. The school in Palitana, Tirthankar Mahavir Vidya Mandir, was opened in 2017 for children from Palitana and the neighbouring villages, with most of the children coming from the socially deprived Doliwala and Bhilwas communities. Humanitarian work in the field of education and healthcare is also being undertaken in Narnaul, the birthplace of Pujya Gurudev Upadhyay Shri Amar Muniji Maharaj, and in Meerut and Agra. To bring higher education to rural India, Veerayatan has established many technical educational institutions in Kutch, offering undergraduate, postgraduate and PhD programs. These include Veerayatan Institute of Management and Computer Applications, Veerayatan Institute of Engineering with 5 lakh square feet construction, and Veerayatan Institute of Pharmacy, the first renowned technical college of Kutch, inaugurated in 2007 by the then Chief Minister Honorable Shri Narendra Modi ji. Kutch being a very remote region of India, the graduating students are a great source of pride to their families, as very often they are the first in generations to have gained higher education degrees and good professional employment. Special scholarship schemes are offered to disadvantaged students in these colleges. In 2007, Veerayatan established a Bachelor of Education College in Pawapuri, Bihar, with the aim of training teachers not only to teach modern subjects but also to teach timeless values, so that children become good citizens of the world and an asset to society. A unique and magnificent museum, Brahmi Kala Mandiram in Rajgir, Bihar, showcases in an educational and spellbinding manner the life and teachings of the Tirthankaras. This highly popular museum is a dramatic translation of Taima's inner vision. To date, 6 million people have visited the museum. Veerayatan houses Gyananjali, a library containing over 30,000 books on Jainism, Buddhism, Vedic religion and many handwritten granthas. Over the past 50 years, several books on the teachings and thoughts of Pujya Gurudev and Pujya Taima have been published, and a spiritual magazine known as Amar Bharti and more recently a global newsletter are also published regularly. Taima promotes spiritual advancement in all Veerayatan's work, espousing that seva, shiksha and sadhana are not separate paths, but one interrelated path that leads to personal spiritual development as well as benefits for mankind. Inspiring workshops and shivers are conducted regularly at all Veerayatan's centers, including Naval Veerayatan, Pune. The Sadhvi Sangh has travelled extensively within India and abroad to more than 22 countries to bring awareness of the teachings of Bhagwan Mahavir and inspire the community at large to develop spiritually through lectures, seminars and retreats. Taima and her Sadhvis have spoken at various large conferences, for instance, the World Religions Conference in Cape Town, Chicago and Toronto, as well as the Interfaith Conventions in Israel, Switzerland, Taiwan, to name a few. In 1988, Veerayatan USA was formed to create an awareness about Bhagwan Mahavir's teachings and support the activities of Veerayatan India. Outside India, Veerayatan's Sri Chandana Vidyapeeth Jain Schools (SCVP) in UK and in Kenya enable children living in Western societies to learn not only about Jain religion but also motivate them to participate in many religious and cultural activities. SCVP students have performed in numerous community plays, including a truly memorable show of music and dance, Samosharan, on Bhagwan Mahavir's final words, envisioned by Taima in 2007. Veerayatan UK has organised many cycling for charity events in which participants from all over the world have cycled from London to Paris, London to Amsterdam and Agra to Jaipur, raising awareness and funds for Veerayatan and other charities. Veerayatan Kenya is running a beautiful school for children suffering from cerebral palsy, with good facilities to promote their well-being and provide much-needed support for their parents. Taima was given the prestigious title of Acharya, the first ever Jain Sadhvi to do so since the time of Bhagwan Mahavir. Taima has been bestowed many honors and accolades over the years for her outstanding contribution to humanity. Upcoming projects of Veerayatan: a diagnostic center in Rajgir, Educational Research Center in Kandivali, Mumbai, Pragya Tirth Takshashila in Palitana, E-Teaching Education Center in Bangalore, the Samosharan Project, the World of Harmony in Kutch, a permanent education center in Nepal. The backbone of this phenomenal compassionate work of Veerayatan is the unconditional dedication of a group of dynamic and devoted Sadhvijis. They are well supported by the renowned committee members, passionate volunteers and esteemed donors. Innumerable number of lives have been touched and transformed by Veerayatan's work both in India and abroad. Your grace is like gentle summer rain blessing us all. No duality between thought and action, each as pure as the other, forever striving to alleviate suffering. And thus the journey of compassion continues.